you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Isaac, for actually nailing the points. And I believe you've made justice to the whole chapter about putting first things first. Okay, thank you very much, Group 5. Please, does anybody have any contributions, any questions, or whatsoever? Okay, before anybody raise a point, I'm just going to take note on something that Mr. Isaac said, which was how that particular chapter started with questions. What one thing could you do that you're not doing right now that if you did on a regular basis would make a tremendous positive difference in your personal life? You know, when I saw that question, actually, I had to stop and think about that thing, just as you said. And then I actually figured what it was for me, and I hope some other persons did figure that as well. So is
All right.
Samuel
Newman.
Corey raising up his hand? Okay,
Okay,
Hello,
yes.
sir.
So I just want to
all right.
can go on.
Yes, please, you can.
Oh, okay, yes. I thought other people were also trying to talk. So I just want to also add to what Isaac has done. Isaac, we appreciate you. That was a wonderful one. It's on the time management matrix. You know,
Okay,
the Q1 and the Q2 is where I just want to say a little more thing. It is already
okay,
mentioned that a lot more people will feel more comfortable with the Q3 and the Q4, where they feel more relaxed and all of that. But the Q1 is where so many people are held bound because they live a
yeah,
reactive lifestyle. Like, you don't do anything until it is very important and urgent, and then you rush and do it. But the issue with that kind of lifestyle is that you are not in control of anything. You are
in control, yeah, of your
controlled
time.
by external factors. So you cannot really take any step towards the future that you want. You are only reacting to what is happening. But where the book is
Mhm.
intended for us to go to, where we should be, is in quadrant
You too.
two, where there are important activities, but they are not urgent. Because there is no
Mm-hmm.
urgency to them, we have enough time to sit down to plan them
Plan,
out and to
yeah,
execute them, and these are
yeah,
the things that bring more meaning and more effectiveness to our life. But a lot of us are tied in the in quadrant one, such that we don't have enough time to do the things that are in the Q2 that will bring more things to our life. So I think that was a striking point for me when I was looking at the book, and I was saying that, oh, it's because we are wasting so much time living a reactive life that we are not able to
yeah,
take enough time to live a proactive life.
yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, Samuel. I agree with you 100%. Mommy is raising up her hands. Okay, mommy, please, you can.
It's me. It's me actually.
Okay,
Um,
okay,
what we are
okay.
doing now, this activity, mentoring, is it what quadrant does it belong? Because these are practical questions that we must be able to address in our life so that we know what we allocate
Mm-hmm.
time for. What we are doing now, what quadrant is it?
Okay. Just like the question I spoke about, at the later parts of the book, the author indicated that that particular question, the answer to that question falls as quadrant two. Did anybody take note of that? Okay,
Yes, yes, I did.
Damilari. All right, okay.
I did
Damilari,
as
please,
well.
you want to speak? Just
All right. So,
Yeah,
what we're doing now is a quadrant two thing. It's important. It's not urgent,
yes, sir. Yes,
and you
I.
will not be interested. And this is actually
Mm-hmm.
where you create your future. This is actually where these important things are the things that will stand you out. But people only put out fires.
Yeah.
Oh, I have job tomorrow. Oh, I have this tomorrow. Oh, I have, and that's how many people never make progress in their lives. They don't pay attention
Yeah,
to
they lose themselves.
activities. Yes, they are living all their lives in quadrant one, and it's a dangerous way to live. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Damilare, please. You wanted to make a contribution?
Yeah, I just wanted to say something about quadrant 3. So I think for me, if you don't have the ability to say no, you would be tossed up and down, because quadrant 3 is basically you not being able to say no to some things. If you're able to say no to some things, you won't find yourself in quadrant 3, because there are some calls you would receive that would probably put you to do some things that are not urgent and also probably not important too. So I think for me, if we can develop the ability to say no, we would try to adjust ourselves and shift ourselves to quadrant 2. That's just what I wanted to say.
Okay. So what it takes to say no, there's a particular subheading that really spoke about what you said. Okay, Victor Chukwuka, please, let's hear you.
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, all right. So this is in regards to quadrant 2, important but not urgent. And regarding what Daddy said, what caught my attention was the video. So it's more like these are little rocks that fill the bucket, and then major things that are both important and urgent cannot fit in. All right. So I'll be very, very experiential when I say, okay, this is currently what I'm going through, right? There are a lot of rocks that I feel like, oh, they're important and then urgent at the same time. And then I tend to miss those important things that would actually build my future. So it's more like I'm living in the now, right? And then those things that are important and urgent that actually build my future, I'm placing them, I like, at the very, very shallow top of the bucket where I feel, yeah, I don't know if you get what I'm saying, right? These little rocks is like from the video are filling those buckets so much as going over halfway, and then those important / urgent things do not have a space, right? I'm speaking from quadrant 2, right? Important but not urgent.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you, Victor, for your contribution. Just like Damilare said. Okay, someone else wants to say something.
Hello?
Oh,
hello.
Yes, please. Yes, we can hear you.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I had to still chip in a little bit. The challenge is something Victor calls some things rocks that are not rocks. They are not rocks.
Okay.
Okay. We need to make that correction so that we call what are rocks really rocks. Those things were not rocks. The rocks of your life are the important things. Okay? So that we get it right.
Okay.
All right, sir.
All right.
Those things are not the rocks.
So Victor,
you
hope
don't
you
even
got that right.
you don't even know what your rocks are apparently. So it's you need to really go back to the drawing boards. Thank you.
No, okay. All right, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Someone is raising up. Yeah, and please, you can speak. The hand has gone back down. Was it a mistake?
Sorry, it was not a mistake. So mine is more like a question.
Okay, please.
We're already in the age of social media where almost everything, both the important things and the urgent things, are on your gadgets, probably your WhatsApp or you just have a lot of important things on your phone, and you have some also urgent things that pop up on your phone. So I want to really know the practical way to actually discipline yourself to pick out those important things and ignore the urgent, since both of them are always most times on our gadgets. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much for the question. So please, is anybody in the house willing to take that question? She's trying to understand. Okay. Mr. Isaac, are you speaking?
Yes, I think you have to start
All right,
first
please.
by probably going back to habit 2, stating your personal mission statement, and knowing things that are of top priorities to you, and beyond that, um, not just writing them down, but getting it to the point where as it's in your heart, in your subconscious, it's in your conscious, but most times when we don't put those things into our heart, we are easily distracted. And I want to give a personal example. There was the time I was when I was still teaching in a secondary school. I was teaching maths, and I did all my best to teach this class, GSS3 actually. And to my own abilities, I thought I've done greatly, only to get back to class and marking one of the assessment I gave them. And this child apparently looked like she understood what I was saying, but she was messing. She still failed the assessment. So I called her. What's the problem? So what I noticed about our own case was she failed the assessment not because she didn't understand what I explained, but she failed the assessment because she had poor foundation with the basic things of mathematics like addition, multiplication, division, and all that. So what I'm driving out here is, if we have not imbibed the foundations of knowing what is core to us, what we value. If you value family, value your finance, write those mission statements. So we started to address the issue of the basics. So that led her to doing things that are important, which is she started going to the basics of learning multiplication, learning addition, because she will need it. She will need it even beyond the class that she is. If she's going to understand maths and going to be able to, solve problems regarding maths by herself, then the basics is a necessity. So I think that's where we'll start from. Write down your mission statement. You might need to go back. I think in the book, the writer did not just explain. He gave us templates. Let's use those templates and fill in and be paste it around our house. See it every time, everywhere. Put it on our phone, put it on our laptop, and let it just imbibe into our subconscious that even unconsciously we just align to those mission statements and principles and principle center. Yeah, I think that will help.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Isaac. So I'm just going to add to that. The author also gave us a how do you become a quadrant 2 self-manager. I don't know if we took note of that. And it said identify your role. Now, each of us have several roles we are playing in life. And it gave us a preview of how you can identify those roles. Then when you identify your roles, you now select goals based on those roles. Your role as a parent, your role as a spouse, your role as an employee, your roles, whatever it is. So now select goals that are based on those roles that you've identified. Now schedule a time to achieve them. Schedule a time. That now brings in the idea of goal planning and goal setting and all that. And then the fourth point was daily adapting. So I don't know if that answered your questions, but okay. Samuel, are you still trying to help out with the question? If you are, please, you
Okay,
can speak.
yes. Okay, yes. So what she has asked is a very it's something almost every one of us here have experienced. As long as you have a phone like this internet enabled phone, and so my answer would just be a practical one that you can do right away. First and foremost, I've also been in this shoe where the phone is like my everything. My work mail is there, my personal mail is there, my Bible is there, my Facebook, Instagram, all the social media. So everything is there. I have ebooks on the phone. So it is both. It serves so much. My alarms, my time, my calendar, my meetings are scheduled on the phone. So everything. So I discovered that while that is okay because the phone is handheld, and part of the things that the author listed also, it was like you must have a tool, because there was a part of the chapter where he said you
Yes.
must have a tool for your
Yes. portability.
Time management.
That's
yes. So your tool has to be a
yes.
portable tool that you can work with while you're on the road or something.
Mhm.
So that phone fits into that role. But then I also had some applications that had become distractions. And that is where you have to be disciplined enough to know what is not important to the value system that you have subscribed to. So, example now, I had the TikTok app on my phone, and I discovered that it just kept sending me updates for a new video, and it was so much. I uninstalled it and I've never installed it back right from that time. Also, on some other apps, if you go online into those apps, why do you go there? And the time you spend there, who are the people? Whose articles are you reading? Are these articles part of the things that will contribute to your values? Because online is very easy to see a post where someone that is half naked is dancing. That's about like the in thing now almost everywhere, and they are having likes. I've made up my mind that those kind of things I will never open them, and for some time I've been able to maintain that saved my time, my internet MB that I'm using, and then I'm able to divert attention to those articles, those people online that I want to learn from, that I want to read from. And so that helped me. So it's based on you. You have to be able to weed out things that only appeal to your sense for now, like just enjoy the dancing for now. Then 5 minutes after, it doesn't really add anything to you, but time have been wasted on it, and you've wasted your resources on it. And then the time you would have used to do the other thing that will add value to you, you don't even have it again. So it's for you to be able to tell yourself that this is my phone, these are the things that I want to do. And any app that you know is not contributing to, uninstall it. Even the WhatsApp app I have, I don't allow a notification. I will open the app when I want to read messages. So I don't get notified if you send me a message on WhatsApp, just because I don't want to be distracted if I'm doing other things that are important. So you have to put the measures, and the phones are configured in such a way that you can decide what you want and how you want the phone to work. So it's all on you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Samuel, for that contribution. And okay, there's someone else that wants to make a contribution to that. Please, you can speak. That's Mimi. Mimi, your hand is up, please. Okay then. So the person that asked the question, please let us know if you are satisfied with the response that has been given. Let us know if it
Yeah,
has.
it's very clear. Yes, very clear.
All right.
I understand. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Samuel. Thank you very much, Mr. Isaac. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that contributed, everybody that had something to say, everybody that's fully engaged with this session tonight. Thank you, Group 5, for your presentation. It was wonderful. Thank you for bringing something new to the table. So thank you, guys. So I think if there's nothing else to say, we can call this meeting to an end. Or does anybody have anything else to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello. Good,
Okay. Go ahead, Mimi.
good
Okay.
evening, sir. Good
Okay.
evening.
Good evening.
Raising up
I
their
just,
hands, so
I just want to add that what is important and what is urgent are also in seasons and phases of life. So, when you're single, your finances might be the most important and urgent thing for you at that point in time. And you might have all of the time in the world to pursue your dream, pursue career. But with family and with children, your of course your priorities will change drastically. So let us also understand that these things are not cast in gold. They're not cast in stone, rather. What is urgent and what is important now might not be very important in 10 years' time. And so let's learn to place
the horse before the cat, always.
Mr.
Please
Samuel
understand,
Corey is raising his hand.
just understand always that in every season that certain things are important. For example, you cannot expect a 70-year-old man to start learning some kind of physical skills at his age. It might not be what he needs. At that stage in his life, he's probably resting and reaping from all of his labors. But a 17-year-old cannot also be, at that time, he's supposed to be investing his time and his energies. So what is important is in phases. It is not a constant. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Awesome, Mimi.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Okay, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, so following up with Mimi, we also have people who are in secondary school and they are moving from one relationship to another. I don't think that's what they should pay attention to. Emotional relationships, I mean deeply emotional relationships. And they spend all their data, all their time talking to one boy or one girl that the boy and the girl, or the boy or the girl does not even have a bearing in life. And at the end of the day, it's just waste of time. And I tell people, there's nothing as draining as being emotional drain. And starting off relationships when you are not ready for it, it's a big waste of time and resources. So it's important that we take this very seriously so that we pay attention to what we really need to pay attention to in our lives. And just as we wrap up again today, mentoring, NWN, these are all quadrant 2 activities, and they are important, but they are not urgent. It's just so easy to look for for the urgent things are just always there to make you just look. They are more. Let me address this later. We'll do that every time. Later you do it. So we just need to pay attention. And I think the group did a very good job. Sam did a good job at answering that question that was asked by Victory, and also Isaac. So let's keep up the good job and let's plan our week and ensure that the important things like reading the next chapter of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that you put that on your calendar, because the things you learn will remain with you for the rest of your lives and make a big difference. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
All right, thank you very much, sir. So one thing to note, what we do here at Navigating with Noah is a quadrant 2 activity. Self-development is a quadrant 2 activity. So let's just keep that in mind as we start off the new week. So thank you everyone once again for your time. Thank you for the engagement. It was really impressive. And yes, so come to an end of today's session. So see you guys next week, same time, same venue. Have a beautiful evening.
Thank you very much.
Newman,
Thank you.
you. Night, everybody.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, have a good night rest. Thank you.
Everyone have a good night.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Samuel. All right.